if you don't behave yourself, I will ship you back to Nigeria. If you're a Nigerian child that was raised abroad, then you've probably heard this threat before. And for some kids, it wasn't just a threat, it was a boarding pass to Lagos. This boy, right, let's call him Tayo. He was born and raised in the UK, but by age 13, his parents were done. He was skipping school, he was hanging out with older bad boys, he was coming home with new phones, stories that didn't add up. His parents were scared. They were scared that he was joining a gang, they were scared of knives, they were scared of losing him to the streets. So they did what many African parents abroad have done. They booked him a one-way ticket back home. It wasn't for Christmas, it wasn't for dirty December. They sent him to a strict boarding school in Nigeria without telling him it was permanent. They just told him that he's going to visit family. Now pause, because if you're a Nigerian, then you already know what that means. Boarding school, mosquitoes, cold bucket baths, prefects yelling like prison guards, no Wi-Fi, cold food sometimes, no PlayStation, just morning assembly, punishments, and senior said I should slap you. Strange stuff like that. But Tayo was not having it all. He contacted the British embassy and he said, my parents have abandoned me. He claimed that the school conditions were too harsh for him, and he claimed that he was bullied and he had been emotionally manipulated into coming here. And so he sued. He got lawyers and he sued his parents. He sued them for deporting him to Africa illegally. And listen, this was not a joke. It wasn't a joke case. It went to court in the UK. The legal argument was that the parents had violated his rights by forcibly relocating him without his consent or proper guardianship. What did the court say? The court said, nah. They ruled in favor of the parents. They said they're within their rights to take the steps that they believed in the best interest of their child. They were not being neglectful. They were desperate. And sending him to a school in Nigeria was not the same as abandoning him, as they were paying fees, they were making sure that he was being taken care of, fed, everything. And it's not just Nigerians who do this thing, it's an African thing, okay? Because a 14-year-old Ghanaian boy also tried the same thing. His parents sent him to Ghana to escape gang culture in London. What did he do? He also sued. Same court, same argument, same results. His parents won. Now, after my video on the teenage girls who tried to unalive their mother on over Wi-Fi, after that video went crazy on TikTok, the comment section was on fire. People were saying, this is why we need to send these kids back to Africa. African kids raised in Africa would never. But are you sure? Because I can tell you stories of African kids born and raised in Africa who go the same route. Cases like Tayo's, they add another layer to that debate. Because maybe it's not just about where a child is raised, but how. Maybe it's about cultural values, discipline, community. Or maybe it's the fear of that wooden spoon. And that's auntie that doesn't believe in your feelings. I don't know. It's a complicated thing. Where you raise kids or how you raise, I don't know. What do you think? Was Tayo's reaction justified? Did his parents go too far? And do you believe in this strategy, sending kids back home? Do you believe that it works? Let's talk about it in the comments, because in the end, one thing is for sure, African parenting, whether local or in diaspora, it doesn't come to play with you. Thank you for watching. Please follow me for more stories.